The mighty Amazon, a river like no other. The Amazon River, a name whispered in awe, a force of nature unmatched. It courses through the heart of South America, a pulsating artery connecting the continent's soul to the world. Its sheer scale is staggering, a sprawling giant dwarfing all others. The Amazon carries more water than any other river on Earth. Its flow is a symphony of power, shaping landscapes and dictating rhythms of life. Yet for all its might, the Amazon holds a secret. The source of this immense river, the birthplace of its power, remains an enigma. It is the tributaries, those seemingly countless rivers and streams that converge to birth the Amazon. Each one carries a story, a unique melody, adding its voice to the river's thundering chorus.
Imagine a tapestry, woven with threads of emerald and sapphire. Each thread, a waterway, meanders through a landscape painted in vibrant hues of green. This is the Amazon basin, seen from above. The tapestry stretches as far as the eye can see, a testament to the intricate network of tributaries feeding the Amazon. These waterways are more than just channels of water. They are lifelines. They are the arteries and veins of the rainforest, carrying nutrients and sediments that sustain a staggering diversity of life. From the snow-capped peaks of the Andes, icy streams gather momentum, cascading down slopes and carving valleys. They become raging torrents, fueled by glacial melt and the relentless rain that blankets the highlands.
For centuries, explorers and scientists have sought to pinpoint the exact source of the Amazon. It's a quest that has captivated imaginations and fueled countless expeditions. Yet, the answer remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of the Andes and the complexities of the river system. The Amazon's source is not a single point, but a confluence of possibilities. Numerous tributaries have staked their claim to the title of most distant source. High in the Peruvian Andes, a glacier-fed stream known as the Apachita Creek has long been considered a contender. Its icy waters, born from the snow and ice of Nevado Mismi, embark on a journey that will eventually merge with the mighty Amazon. The quest to define the Amazon's true source is a reminder that nature often defies simple answers.
High in the Andes, where the air is thin and the peaks pierce the sky, the Amazon's journey begins. Here, amidst glaciers and snowfields, countless springs emerge, their waters icy cold and crystal clear. These springs, fed by melting snow and glacial runoff, are the true source of the Amazon's might. They gather in rocky crevices and tumble down steep slopes, their journey just beginning. These Andean springs are often hidden from view, tucked away in remote valleys and shrouded in mist. Yet, they are the lifeblood of the Amazon, the starting point of an epic journey that will span thousands of miles. As the spring water flows, it gathers momentum, picking up speed and volume as it carves its path through the rugged terrain. Small streams merge, forming larger ones, their combined waters gaining strength with every passing mile.
Section 2. The dance of rain and rock tributaries emerge. As the Andean streams descend from the highlands, they encounter a new force, the relentless rain of the Amazon basin. Here, in the foothills and lowlands, precipitation is abundant, feeding the growth of lush rainforests and swelling the rivers that flow through them. The tributaries born in the Andes are joined by countless others, each originating from a unique combination of rainfall and geography. Some tributaries arise from vast swamps and wetlands, their waters dark and slow-moving. Others emerge from springs hidden deep within the rainforest, their flow dictated by the rhythms of the forest floor. Each tributary carries its own unique chemical signature, a reflection of the soils and vegetation it has encountered on its journey. The tributaries of the Amazon are like threads in a vast tapestry, each one adding its own color and texture to the overall design.
Section 3, Blackwater Symphony, a journey through the forest. Deep within the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a different kind of tributary winds its way towards the main channel. These are the Blackwater rivers, named for their dark, tea-colored appearance. Unlike the sediment-laden waters of the Andes, blackwater rivers originate in the rainforest itself, their flow influenced by the cycle of rainfall and decomposition. Blackwater rivers are born in areas where the forest floor is covered in a thick layer of leaf litter. As this organic matter decomposes, it releases tannins into the water, giving it a characteristic dark hue. These tannins also make the water slightly acidic, creating a unique aquatic environment that supports a specialized community of plants and animals.
Section 4. Merging destinies towards the Amazonian heart. As the tributaries flow ever closer to the Amazon's main channel, their waters converge, their individual journeys merging into a single, powerful current. The confluence of two rivers is a dramatic spectacle, a clash of colors and currents that speaks to the dynamic forces shaping the Amazon basin. At the point of confluence, the waters of the two rivers often swirl together in a chaotic dance, their different temperatures and densities creating visible boundaries. Over time, these boundaries dissolve, and the waters mix, their individual characteristics blending to form a new unified river. These confluences are also important ecological hotspots where species from different tributaries come together, creating opportunities for both competition and cooperation.
Among the Amazon's many tributaries, the Madeira River stands out for its sheer power. Born in the Bolivian Andes, the Madeira carves a path through the heart of South America, its waters swollen by countless smaller rivers and streams. Its name, Portuguese for wood, hints at its historical significance as a waterway for transporting timber from the rainforest. The Madeira is a river of immense scale, its width often exceeding several miles. Its flow is legendary, carrying more water than the Mississippi River at its peak. The roar of its rapids can be heard from miles away, a testament to its untamed nature. Navigating the Madeira has always been a challenge, even for the most experienced river travelers.
In stark contrast to the muddy waters of the Madeira, the Rio Negro, or Black River, flows with an inky blackness that seems almost otherworldly. Its dark hue comes from tannins, released from decaying leaves and vegetation in the flooded forests it drains. Despite its name, the Rio Negro is not devoid of life. In fact, its waters support a unique ecosystem adapted to its acidic, nutrient-poor conditions. Fish species have evolved specialized adaptations to survive in this challenging environment, and the river dolphins that inhabit its waters are often a striking pink color, a stark contrast to their gray counterparts in other rivers. The Rio Negro holds a special place in the history of Amazonian exploration.
Deep in the Peruvian Andes, the Ucayali River begins its long journey to the Amazon. Fed by glacial melt and countless mountain streams, the Ucayali is often considered one of the Amazon's most distant sources. Its headwaters lie in a remote and rugged landscape, a world of towering peaks and cloud forests. The Ucayali holds a special place in the mythology of the indigenous peoples of the Amazon. It is said to be the origin point of the first humans who emerged from its waters to populate the rainforest. The river is also home to the legendary Patiti, a lost city of gold sought by explorers for centuries. While the legend of Patiti remains elusive, the Ucayali itself is a treasure trove of biodiversity.
Section 4. The pulse of the forest, tributaries great and small. Beyond these major rivers, a vast network of smaller tributaries pulses through the Amazon basin like veins and arteries. Each one, from the smallest stream to the widest river, plays a vital role in the health of the rainforest. They carry nutrients and sediments, shaping the landscape and sustaining an incredible diversity of life. These tributaries are the lifeblood of the Amazon, connecting different parts of the rainforest and providing pathways for animals to move and disperse. They are also essential for the livelihoods of indigenous communities, who rely on them for transportation, fishing, and drinking water. The rhythm of life in the Amazon is intimately tied to the ebb and flow of its tributaries.
Section 5. A tapestry of life. Tributaries as ecological corridors. The tributaries of the Amazon are more than just waterways. They are ecological corridors that connect different parts of the rainforest, allowing animals to move and genes to flow. These corridors are essential for maintaining the health and resilience of the Amazon ecosystem. Animals like jaguars, tapirs, and giant otters rely on these corridors to access different parts of their territory, find mates, and seek refuge during times of drought or flood. The tributaries also provide pathways for the dispersal of seeds and spores, ensuring the continued regeneration of the rainforest.
Section 1. The Nutrient Symphony from Andes to Atlantic. The Amazon River, often called the lungs of the planet, breathes life into the rainforest through its tributaries. These waterways are not merely channels of water. They are arteries carrying vital nutrients from the Andes to the Atlantic. This constant flow of nourishment is the foundation of the Amazon's unparalleled biodiversity. The journey begins high in the Andes, where glacial melt and erosion release minerals into rushing streams. These minerals, carried by the force of the water, travel downstream, feeding the hungry ecosystem. As tributaries converge, their nutrient loads combine, creating a rich broth that sustains life along the riverbanks.
Section 2. The flood pulse. A rhythm of life and death. The Amazon's flood pulse is a natural phenomenon that dictates the rhythm of life in the rainforest. As the rainy season sets in, tributaries swell, their waters rising to engulf vast areas of forest. This annual inundation, while seemingly destructive, is actually a vital part of the ecosystem's cycle of renewal. The floodwaters carry with them a bounty of nutrients and organic matter, enriching the soil and stimulating new growth. Fish disperse throughout the flooded forest, finding new breeding grounds and abundant food sources. Trees adapt to the changing water levels, their roots submerged for months at a time. This cycle of life and death, driven by the ebb and flow of the tributaries, creates a dynamic and ever-changing environment.
Section 3. Aquatic highways, fish and the flow of life. The tributaries of the Amazon are aquatic highways, teeming with an astonishing diversity of fish species. From tiny tetras to giant arapaima, these fish play a vital role in the ecosystem, connecting different parts of the rainforest and supporting a complex web of life. Some fish species migrate long distances, following the flood pulse to reach spawning grounds or access new food sources. Others are adapted to specific habitats within the tributaries, such as the fast-flowing rapids or the calm backwaters. These fish, in turn, provide food for a wide range of predators, including dolphins, otters, caimans, and jaguars. The abundance and diversity of fish in the Amazon's tributaries are a testament to the health and productivity of the ecosystem. Indigenous communities have long relied on these fish for sustenance, their lives intricately linked to the rhythms of the river.
Section 4. The canopy's reflection. Biodiversity in the water. The incredible biodiversity of the Amazon rainforest is reflected in its waterways. The tributaries are home to a dazzling array of aquatic life, from microscopic invertebrates to giant river turtles. Each species plays a unique role in the ecosystem, contributing to its complexity and resilience. Insects, both aquatic and terrestrial, rely on the tributaries for breeding and as a source of food. Amphibians, such as frogs and toads, lay their eggs in the water, their tadpoles developing in the nutrient-rich environment. Reptiles, including snakes, lizards, and caimans, patrol the water's edge, seeking prey. Even mammals, such as otters, capybaras, and giant river otters, depend on the tributaries for food and shelter. These animals are indicators of a healthy ecosystem, their presence a sign that the delicate balance of life in the Amazon is intact. Section 5. A delicate balance. The interplay of elements. The health of the Amazon rainforest is intricately linked to its tributaries. These waterways are integral parts of a complex ecosystem. Deforestation, pollution, and climate change threaten this balance. Sedimentation smothers fish eggs and disrupts habitats. Protecting tributaries safeguards the entire rainforest.
Indigenous peoples and the tributaries. The Amazon's tributaries are the lifeblood of cultures that have thrived for millennia. For generations, indigenous peoples have lived in harmony with these waterways. To them, the tributaries are sacred spaces, imbued with spiritual significance. They are the pathways of ancestors and the foundation of their cultural identity. The rhythms of the river shape their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. The river's bounty, sustenance, and spirituality. The Amazon's tributaries provide sustenance for body and soul. Fish are a staple food, providing protein and essential nutrients. The forests offer fruits, nuts, and medicinal plants. The river is sacred, a source of life and spirituality. Spirits inhabit the water and forest, honored through rituals.
Shifting tides. Modern pressures on traditional life. Indigenous communities in the Amazon face unprecedented challenges. Logging, mining, and agriculture encroach on their lands. These activities degrade the environment and threaten cultural survival. Many are forced to abandon traditional ways and move to urban areas. Protecting the Amazon is crucial for their cultural survival.
Guardians of the waterways, indigenous-led conservation. For millennia, indigenous communities have been the true guardians of the Amazon's tributaries. Their intimate knowledge of the rainforest, their sustainable practices, and their deep spiritual connection to the natural world make them essential partners in conservation efforts. Recognizing this, there is a growing movement to support indigenous-led conservation initiatives. These initiatives often combine traditional knowledge with modern scientific methods to monitor the health of the tributaries, protect vital habitats, and manage resources sustainably. Indigenous communities are mapping their territories, documenting traditional ecological knowledge, and working with scientists to monitor water quality, fish populations, and deforestation rates. They are also establishing community-managed reserves where they can control access to their lands and resources, preventing destructive activities like logging and mining. By empowering indigenous communities to protect their own territories, we can tap into their deep understanding of the rainforest and create more effective and culturally sensitive conservation strategies.
A global call to action. Protecting the Amazon's lifeblood. Protecting the Amazon's tributaries is not just a regional concern, it is a global imperative. The Amazon rainforest plays a critical role in regulating the Earth's climate, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Its tributaries, with their incredible biodiversity and unique ecosystems, are essential to the health of the entire planet. Addressing the threats facing the Amazon's tributaries requires a multifaceted approach. We need to reduce deforestation rates by promoting sustainable land use practices such as agroforestry and community-based forest management. We need to curb illegal mining and logging activities through stricter law enforcement and sustainable economic alternatives. We need to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, which contribute to climate change and threaten to disrupt the delicate balance of the Amazon ecosystem. And most importantly, we need to listen to the voices of indigenous peoples who have been stewards of the rainforest for generations. Their knowledge and wisdom are invaluable in our efforts to protect this irreplaceable treasure. The enduring flow, a call to safeguard the Amazon's heartbeat. The Amazon's tributaries are lifelines, weaving stories of resilience and biodiversity. From the Andes to the rainforest, these waterways sustain life and ancient cultures. Yet this balance is under threat from deforestation and pollution. The time to act is now. Let us come together to protect this irreplaceable ecosystem. In protecting the Amazon, we protect a vital part of ourselves.